Hey there, everybody. I am Red King from Send More Robots, and welcome back to Space Engineers. So, today is Thursday, which means there is another lovely update with what's going on with this game today, and we're going to go over a few of those things, and I bet you're all wondering what it is that's new. And with the development of Oxygen and them kind of making it a more serious thing, they've definitely put in a lot more effort into it. So, this is a continuation update of Oxygen. And this one's really cool because they've actually listened to players. They've listened to the community on how to improve the oxygen system and how to make it more fun and realistic. So as you can see, I have some objects just floating around in here. And this is like, it's strange for me because I would never leave things to float around. But I could see it happening. Like if you're grinding something down and parts float away, you're like, oh, okay, that's no big deal. But now they have the decompression. So now if I remove this block, it'll actually pull those blocks out. And since it's smaller, as you can see, it's actually yanking everything down that's within the vicinity. If those things are heavy enough, they'll kill you. Those things will move fast enough where it just, bam, takes you out. It's still always a work in progress. As you know, Oxygen is still a work in progress, but it's really cool, and it's a new, I don't know, it's pretty exciting to see how it's changing and how they're making improvements upon it, and especially listening to everyone. But in this oxygenated environment, as it re-oxygenates itself, you can look in the bottom left corner there where it says flying helmet on. And that lets you know that as a character, I can take my helmet on and off now. And I don't need to go to the medbay to do it. So they actually introduced this. All you have to do is push the J key on your keyboard, and you take your helmet off. Easy as that. And it does revert you to a certain situation, and as you can see, you do freak out a little bit as but you can take your helmet on and off now, so that it makes sense that if you landed in a pressurized zone out of your fighter, you can just take your helmet off and you can survive instead of wasting your oxygen from within your suit. So it's a really helpful update and everything like that. The next thing they actually included, let me get out of here. I'm gonna go out the window. Next thing included actually reverts to ships, stations, and anything in between, which there's nothing in between. But if you go into a ship or a station, whether it be large or small, and you push K, there's actually a new little icon here. It says Show Hidden Blocks. So let's say I wanted to hide that this thing had a medium cargo container. You can do Show Block in Terminal. You turn that off, and now you can see the medium cargo container is actually grayed out. So that items that we don't want to look at, such as like interior lights or stuff that you've already worked on that you don't need to work on again, and you want it removed from the list to kind of cut back, you can actually you can take it off the block terminal and then you hit the I. Now that'll remove completely whatever you're looking for. So if I look for that, it doesn't even show up unless I take that off. So now if I look for it, oh, see, it still doesn't even show it. But there it is. The medium cargo container is still available. It's still there. It's just, it no longer is going to clutter up my entire terminal here. And as you can see, I do have some groups for this one. So if I have the gravity launcher, but let's say I make all those and I turn them off, and then I hide them, it won't hide the group. It'll just hide what's within the group, so that you can kind of condense it down. So once you make a group, you hide it, and then you have the group set up. So it makes it a lot easier for people who are making large ships or making more complicated systems and all of that. There is one final thing they did in this update, which I actually find really exciting because they said it's going to include further information upon it. But before we get to that, found something interesting. So since oxygen's a big thing, they've updated these cockpits to actually have oxygen methods in them. Unfortunately, I've noticed that the fighter cockpit has nothing now. It no longer has any connection points that allow oxygen to get into it. So for the time being, you're just going to have to deal with oxygen in your suit, or you're going to have to use the older cockpit. But other than that, let's get to the next exciting part of this update. Alright, everybody, and so the newest part of this update actually comes from when you go to New World. And as you can see, there's now 3 settings. So Quick Start, Custom World, and Scenario. Interesting. So they originally developed this for the mod API, as they had set up, the modding API, and now this is, as they have said, the first of many to come out. And as you can see, now we are on to something new. So it says, ship hit by asteroid, large thruster destroyed. Interesting. We're going to turn the dampeners on. Oh, see, and it tells me right there. So now we're going to go out and we're going to take a look. This is an interesting scenario. I don't know what's going on. I don't know anything. Find help in the area. Make sure to turn off turrets when approaching unknown structures you want to explore. So, let's see. It says a large front thruster is damaged. Oh, I don't know. I don't see it. Oh god. Oh. Fix a ship by placing small thrusters. Oh, I see. This entire thing got blasted off. It just doesn't have as much push. It has plenty of push. This is... I don't need to do anything. That's ridiculous. But, oh god. Let's see. If I can get back in the stupid ship. Oh, see, it doesn't have enough push. Whatever. Oh, well, I can see a satellite out there. Find help in area. Make sure to turn off turrets when approaching unknown structures you want to explore. Enemy detected. Guard drone activated. Oh god. What is this? No! Leave me alone! Oh no. It took it out? Ah! Turn everything on! Everything! Well, it took out... Oh my god, it almost took out my entire thing. It did take out my... whatever it is. Station 1. Let's go that way. Station! Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, this is a weird scenario. But overall, it's actually pretty cool. Hopefully they'll have more in the end, and we will see a lot more stuff added to this to add scenarios to this situation and make things actually really fun. But as always, thank you for joining me on this one. I am Red King from Sentinel Robots. And always remember who you are and what you are. Don't go causing any trouble out there in that crazy, crazy galaxy. And always remember, if they give you a ship, it's probably broken. That's the only reason why someone gives you a ship. Bye, guys!
I just don't understand. How does someone survive in a match between like 12 people?